All right, Chris, I'm gonna be on watch. Oh.
I'll mute myself until you're ready.
Look what JJ said.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream and welcome to the Clean Wrestling Classic, the very first one ever. And I'm here, of course, with our wonderful commentators. We got one still waiting to be introduced, but of course, we have Mr. Sean Apoth and Mr. Fizzo. You know what I'm saying? We are here, and of course, I'm your main commentator for today, KiriCali. And welcome to the stream.
Thank you for having me, Kiri. Thank you for having me.
Hey man, it's a pleasure. Again, we haven't had this before. This is going to be great.
Facts, once in a lifetime, dude. Me and you and Fizzo, once in a lifetime, man.
It is a once in a lifetime moment.
Facts.
We got some good people here, man. 25 viewers. We got a good amount in the stands as well. This is going to be a wonderful event here. Day one, barely. We still got the next day, which will be tomorrow, of course. That'll be, of course, at around the same time, I'm assuming. Or a little bit earlier, I think.
1 p.m. Eastern.
There you go.
1 p.m. EST, okay.
A lot earlier. So 1 p.m. Eastern time. Do not forget, of course, for tomorrow.
Hopefully with no setbacks or anything.
Am I gonna make this?
Entering right now, I believe this is the other commentator joining us, Fizzo.
Sir. And there he is.
The legend himself, the man.
Oh, we lost him? There we go, there we go.
There he is, there he is.
He's just too fast, you know.
Gotta move with the fish.
I'm in a rush. I'm in a rush.
Well, you're here now, so no need to rush anymore. Welcome, Fizzo. No need to rush. You're here now.
Thank you.
Hold up.
Oh boy, this event is gonna be something spectacular, dude. RWA champion Chris Apoth is in it. XWE World Heavyweight Champion Matt Ashford, also known as the Animal Matt Tista, will be in this event. And it's gonna be pretty amazing. Also have other names in it, such as Jordan Saber Jr., who's well known for his work in VPW and RPW. And we have other not so well known talents who are definitely looking to make a name for themselves in this tournament. So this should definitely be interesting, like a clash of styles or something like that. So
Also the NEW World Champion.
okay, buddy.
Hey man, you know, it's gonna be a real pleasure here today just to do all this. Yeah, and you know, some of you guys are wondering why YouTube. Well, of course, this is gonna be the new home for Pro Wrestling. Just to avoid DMCA issues. Lots of well, we've had a couple of people already keep onto YouTube, so shout out to one of them anyway, DV Book, who started off streaming as well on YouTube. So this is where we are now for Pro Wrestling. All your action will be here on this channel, KiriCali. As for all the other real sports and a couple of other stuff will still be here on this platform, but for the most part we are also on Twitch, same channel, KiriCali. But yeah, I mean, so it looks as though we're still ongoing this intermission. It will be just a bit, you guys. I do apologize, but you know, we had to make sure everything's sorted out just right, and so you guys enjoy the show.
Ah, jeez, the hype around this event has been it's been absolutely crazy, the hype around this event. I mean, I've never seen a better caliber of just talents in this roster. It's pretty crazy if you think about it.
Oh yeah, and even adding on top of that, look at the production currently.
Yes.
Just in the beginning here. This is amazing.
See the lights blaring, the Trons getting ready to be played, and I don't think people are ready for what they have in store, man. It's gonna be absolutely crazy in my opinion.
Taking a look as well on the stage, you have the wonderful two big TVs for you. You got the wonderful spotlights and just the lights in general around this entire stage. And there's still some stuff you haven't seen yet, so stay tuned. That's all I'm gonna say. Stay tuned.
Ooh,
And of course, the main reason you're all sitting here is the talent here, everyone ranging from power levels and every skill set. Well, you're gonna see one slobber knocker for sure.
We can go ahead and start talking a little bit about some of these participants, of course. So, for those that don't know too much about this tournament, can you guys give us a little bit of a couple of federations that will be a part of this event tonight?
Fizzo, would you like to do this, or you want me to take over this part?
All right.
Cool.
We have All Elite Wrestling by Alex Wonder, Extreme Roblox Wrestling by Caesar Storm, New Era Wrestling's final appearance by Jace Galloway and Drew Galloway, Ohm Wrestling by Kai Andrews, Revolution Pro Wrestling by Trunks, Extreme Wrestling Entertainment by Molox, and Roblox Divine Wrestling by Light Lord. Anything else? I believe that's it.
I believe you forgot RPW.
And
I've said that already.
say
Okay.
SCW?
Yeah, you said yeah.
Oh
You
yeah,
forgot
and Sovereign Championship Wrestling by Mighty Reynolds. My bad.
Nice. It's all good. It's all good.
There's a lot of feds, so I don't blame you.
And in case you were wondering, and if just in case, of course, some of the participants for these feds for RPW, we have the new RWA champion Chris Apoth and the ace of RPW himself, D Payne. For XWE, we have the current world heavyweight champion, the Animal Matt Tista, and Anthony
I'm sorry
Edwards
to interrupt,
representing. Wow.
but we have actually in the midst of our federation United Honor Wrestling by
UHW. How could we
Batista Shea.
forget? The rep for UHW is none other than the DWF legend himself, Mike Morton, in case you were wondering. Also, there's more feds. For SCW, we have EJ Bryan, Eddie Bryan, as he's formerly known as. For RDW, we have Inception Gog, who unfortunately doesn't seem to be here tonight. We also have, for ERW, GC Punk, a newcomer onto the scene, who I personally haven't heard a lot about. For RDW, we have Ryan Mega as well, who unfortunately also is not here. It's just a list of some of the participants here tonight that you will possibly, hopefully, get to see.
Something, like I said, very diverse, not so normal. What you would normally see, it's usually federations. This right here is going to be an amazing experience for the simple fact it's all competition. And it obviously, there's lots of stuff on the line. You got Roblox, you got that nice belt that, of course, was made by Harper and Chris, and a couple of other contributions to that as well. The J Productions have really outdone themselves today. We're going to be here as witnesses to this wonderful event.
I think wonderful is an understatement. If there was a word, if I could find the proper words to say to put to this, then I'd do it, but I cannot. Wonderful.
I guess to put it into simple terms, it is a wonderful spectacle that we're about to witness for 2 days.
I guess that's proper. We could work with that. I can roll with that. Yeah.
I like that one as well.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm down for that.
Let's take a look at the chat here for a second. But again, welcome everyone. I'm sorry, normally we do a lot of the hellos and everything, but you guys pulled up pretty deep today, so it's kind of hard to just know hello to each and every one of you. If you guys haven't subbed yet, I'd appreciate that. Again, we're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. We are on our way already. We're at 1.83K, and you guys have absolutely done an amazing job on that end. And I want to give you guys a huge shout out for that. Keep it up. Let's keep rolling those numbers, baby. Here we go. We're about to begin. All right, you guys. So as you can see, we are missing a couple of participants starting off, of course, but you guys got to witness here for the wonderful event here for the Clean Wrestling Classic.
Crowd is hype. Crowd is ready. I like this. I like this a lot.
Of course, the main man at J Productions welcoming us here to the Clean Wrestling Classic.
The amount of work they put into this in terms of deving and scripting is insane.
Won't see anything else like it.
Haven't seen anything like it.
Very unique type of, I guess you could say, development, production work compared to other federations. The future here of production pro wrestling.
You won't see anything. You haven't seen anything before like this, and you won't probably see anything like this for a while. So, stay tuned.
Months of hard work, 100 hours of development.
That is dedication. I've never seen if there was a word for dedication, definitely sentence. 300 hours.
Of course, you guys, these people are not here yet. Anyway, we don't know they'll be able to make it or not in time for the actual matches, but well, if there was a favorite here, we know who it would be for you, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, Chris has been absolutely popping off lately. I mean, he won the RW. He is the final BPW and UCW global champion in both RWA feds. I mean, he's an absolute spectacle right now, dude. I'm so proud of him. He's an absolute spectacle.
Let's also not forget.
Has to be.
What? Yeah. Let's also not forget the way Chris won the RWA championship. He pulled out an insane timing of a clutch, which just made the crowd go insane. Like, would you believe that?
I don't have to believe it. It happened. This video recording. If you don't believe it, we can show vid, man. Chris
Indeed.
jeez, I don't know what to say. He's just popping off. Ever since he got that new PC, it's the sky's the limit for him, man. But let's not only solo out Chris, there's good competition for him as well. Coming up is the self-proclaimed reach god, Mike Morton, DWF legend himself. Widely known for his ability to reach his opponents into oblivion. Unfortunately, though, as Kiri said, a lot of these opponents couldn't make it for the tournament, or we don't know if they'll show up later, so patience we'll have to have.
Oh, hey, GOG is here. We have someone from RDW.
Ooh, okay, there we go.
Alright, yeah, they're pouring in slowly.
One of them so far, one of them.
Yeah, they're pouring in slowly. But look at this lineup, man. You want to talk about diversity? This lineup is it.
No. Diversity is an understatement for what we're seeing right here.
Absolute class of different skill sets, different mindsets, different tactics. No one in here fights the same, moves the same, or thinks the same. It's going to be interesting seeing all these different styles clash it out and see who can win not only the Roblox, but that beautiful title we saw earlier.
As it looks like the participants fully from RDW are here, which means currently the missing are Ohm Wrestling participants.
Looks like the first match of the night is about to begin. And they're sending the participants back to possibly prep up for their matches. All right, looks like the event's about to get underway. The hype is, the tension in the air.
Yeah, nothing like your typical type of action. This right here is all competition. Everybody wants to win it. Obviously, not just individually. They're also representing their brand, or sorry, their federation. And I mean, come on now, to bring such a wonderful title and Roblox back home with you. There's nothing else like.
Oh, Ryan Mega just came too, so that's the game changer.
Ryan and GOG, so participants from RDW are fully here.
Yeah, both are here. Only Fed we're missing is SCW and I believe
SCW and Ohm.
UHW.
No, Ohm.
Ohm? Okay. Ohm, alright.
Here, we'll send the game link for you guys. I know some of you have been asking throughout the wait anyway. There you go. I'm gonna send that over for you guys, so you guys are able to join. That is if you can get in, of course. It still is taking some time because there's other people trying to get in, and there's a smaller limit than usual, just so that way we can have no type of issues of lag, that sort of. But yes, grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, grab your dinners, whatever necessary, of course. You're still waiting to begin. Again, you're watching the Clean Wrestling Classic here on Kiri Sports, on none other than the channel of KiriCali. Of course, here with me, for those that are tuning in late, in commentary with me, Sean Apoth and Bizzo Markout. Hoping that, of course, this event does its expectations. It's been great being here behind the scenes, seeing how things were going to pan out. Looking great so far. I'm not going to lie to you, Sean. So, what do you guys think?
It is, honestly. I think the way things are going with that intro, the cinematic presence they brought to us, I feel like this is, if they keep going at this rate, this is definitely going to shape up, possibly being contention for event of the year, if possible. This definitely is shaping up to be one of those big events that everyone tunes around and tunes in to see, and it's definitely just crazy to witness. Thinking we could get this far in Pro Wrestling. If you told me this back then, I'd say you were crazy, thinking we'd see lyrics on the screen and LEDs that follow you when you move and all this lights and crazy pyrotechnics. Yeah, I wouldn't think it would have been possible back then if you told me. But yeah, it's definitely wild.
And the fact that we've just begun, we still haven't seen yet these wonderful matchups that are still waiting to be booked here. But again, the tournament, for those who don't know too much about the Clean Wrestling Classic, and it will, of course, have its own representatives on different sides of the bracket. You might even end up seeing, of course, the same federation representatives against each other in a final. That is always going to be things. For if it'll happen, all up to how well they perform here tonight. Know that there's so much on the line. Title, obviously Robux, of course, just some bragging rights as well. Think about that. There's a lot of competition.
Yeah, and competition is what we need to build a good tournament. I feel like there are anytime so diverse, so different. I just feel like this is going to be an absolute banger of a tournament, and every person here is talented. Every person here knows what they're capable of, their limits. But here tonight, it seems like they're going to try and break those limits and pull out impossible things we never thought we could see before. We might see clean sweeps. You might see close matches. We don't know. It's all, like you said, it's all based on how well they'll perform and how well they decide to keep up that performance. If they can keep up, or will the fire die out? We just have to see as the round one looks like it's beginning to start here.
Someone is already going to be eliminated. That's a scary thing. You got to think of it like
that
this.
That is a scary thought.
To work so hard to get into this, to be the representative of your federation, there's a lot on the line here for them. Lots of pressure. You don't want to be a first round exit.
You don't. First round exit, that sets the tone. That lets everybody know you were the first loser. And it looks like we have a 10-minute. I wasn't informed of this. It looks like a 10-minute Iron Man match is going to kick us off today.
No. That's the time limit.
Oh, for the match, like the maximum. Okay,
Yo,
I thought it was
that is insane.
Iron Man.
I've never heard of this. That sounds pretty interesting. So they
10-minute time match.
Yeah, they can't actually time waste here. So they have to go in. There's no running away, so to speak.
Ah, jeez. You can't run away. You got to look your dead in the.
However, to put into the news, already one of the participants have forfeited, and one person has went up to the following round.
Yes, that happened as of yesterday, right?
Yes, yesterday.
I believe the person who forfeited was none other than Dan. Oh, looks like our first entrance coming down. Sounds like Ryan Mega.
And there he is. He's got a ringside manager as well, yes.
Yes, Ryan Mega. If you don't know much about Ryan Mega, the final BPW Intercontinental Champion and the current VPW Television Champion, he has been absolutely dominant. And I feel like Ryan, he's GMT, so he knows how to abuse his reach. And Ryan is definitely one of the people to watch out for in this tournament. I feel like him versus MLM would be a good matchup. But we'll have to see who he fights in the first round. Is Ryan already making his way to the ring with wasting little time, hasty, to get in the ring and see who his next victim could be.
And of course, he is representing ROBLOX Divine Wrestling. Will we see the creation from Light Lord make it work?
Oh, also, I want to correct something. Apparently, Ryan is not the final BPW Intercontinental Champion. Austin Dane, I was wrong, so that's on my behalf. I apologize.
Oh, no, that's all good. And of course, just a little funny thing to point out. Notice there's a lot of redheads here for RDW. This is one of them right now.
Yeah, man, looks like redhead's the style down.
Including the owner who sets the trend, of course, Light Lord.
We'll see who Ryan Mega's put up against here. Oh, what did I just say? Oh god.
Oh, would you look at that? It is the match that is probably one of the bigger ones. You want to talk a Ricci battle? A hard hitter of a battle? A slobber knocker? Here you go. Here you go. Because, ladies and gentlemen, as Sean Apoth has said, ladies and gentlemen, UHW's Mike Morton will be taking on Ryan Mega. Well, what a match this is going to be. What a match this is going to be.
Battle
Ladies and gentlemen,
of the
don't
Reach.
turn off your stream. This is a match you don't want to watch. You really want to watch this.
Looks like there might be some changes to his abilities here. He's got a new PC. No good sportsmanship from the two, but of course, once that bell rings, it's war. And I think both realize that, as obviously both seem pretty prepared for this. You can tell just by how they're moving and just getting ready to go, already focused in. Well, everybody's happy for this one. The cheers are going crazy, and now both of them in their corners. We wait for the bell to ring. We do gotta mention
Now.
the drip check though from our fellow host here today, Chris. Who, I mean, just look at that man, blue tux. He's going crazy. But anyway, back to the match as things get underway. Already, bit of an encounter from the two. Oh, catches him up by the torso, and already Morton gets the first fall.
And in this situation, this depends on speed. The one who's faster takes the advantage faster, and that's what Ryan needs to watch out for. Who is faster in this situation? Well, from the first fall, it was Mike Morton, but he needs to recapitalize Ryan Mega, or else it will be problematic for him.
Yeah, it was a pretty close call on that one. You saw that there was a couple of parts where Ryan was able to get some damage off on him, but it just wasn't enough. Here we go again. He's trying to go for that quick jab, and oh, he gets a fall.
Barely, just barely. These two are hitting hard and hard. They just don't leave any spaces. This is just a slobber knocker already. This is what we wanted from the start. This is the Clean Wrestling Classic. You get what you watch. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned.
It's 1-1. Things are all tied here. Now we're just waiting for the teleportation back, and here comes Morton. Now back into their corners they go. They wait for the next bell to ring. We'll be seeing who gets the second fall, and of course the lead into this match. There we go. It was quick encounters to begin, and once again it'll be this way. A wraparound, but it's tied. Still one apiece. You know, it's crazy to think about how close these two have been. It's been a very equal matchup. But again, we're just waiting to see who will make the mistake, because that is what will bring up whoever gets the lead here. Once again, oh, Morton right from the back, too much exposed, and Morton takes advantage, gets the lead.
Mike Morton, he knows. It's just when he falls into his own matter, that's it for him, and he takes advantage immediately. This is where he takes the cake. When you lose, when you fall down into a spot, you better pray he doesn't catch you off guard completely, or else you're done for.
He has really started to make Ryan pay here. He needs to keep this up, and he could see himself, of course, advancing from the first round and being the first participant to do so. As for Mega, he needs to see what he could do to get back into this match. I feel like he shouldn't keep on pushing himself into that rush. He's got to get a little bit of pokes up and then go for the final hit. But there we go again, the tie. It's a draw called.
Oh man. Just from the get-go, we are getting what we wanted. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a long ride for the night. Stay tuned even more. Wow. Just the hard hits from both men, taking exposition from both men. This is just what we have all been asking for. All those 2 months. Just for this. Just for this.
Everybody teleported back in. Now we wait for the cleans to be given. We're just waiting for them to get into their corners here as they now have their tools. The bell rings, and again, still a lead for Morton. Ryan with a quick swing gets some good damage, and the fall only takes a little bit of health away. Incredible.
Ryan may have realized how to grasp through Morton, and well, we just saw that. Well, he take advantage even more, or Morton put that last withdraw and just win it. Well, we don't know. We don't even know how it's gonna go. We've been seeing either a tie or just a lot of hits. Well, let's see. But oh man, what a beginning of a show, isn't it, Kiri?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you want to talk about a great first impression. These two are really fighting it off here, and they want to get that win. They do not want to be the first loser of the first round. Of course, which would mean the first one of the actual covered part of the tournament. And look at that. Some stuff from WonderTech crowd system here that they have put up. A wonderful product. Get the crowd moving. Wonderful remark from D Payne. Says, what a strong gust of wind hitting the arena early tonight. Here we go, though. I think we're about to get this match resumed here. It is 2 apiece. And now both of them swing and throw, but Ryan holds on, and that is it. Morton eliminated first part of the tournament. As for Ryan, he will continue going forward here and the first to advance to the next round.
What a match. What a match. You know, we've wanted to see this from the start, just like Sean Apoth has remarked. And, well, that's what you got. 2 men in the peak of her powers, and just, wow. Wow.
Take a look here on the replay of what we just saw in that final fall. That was incredible. You could see he was baiting, goes in for a quick W key, and then jumping around the back again, exposed from Morton. And that was all she wrote. Ryan with an incredible victory.
Well, we're off to a great start. And that means UHW has officially been eliminated from the tournament. The first member of RDW continues through.
And it's been awesome. You saw how close that was. That is not just, you know, your typical sweep or whatever the case that is. That was a wonderful, very close match. Anybody could have won that one, but you saw who made less errors, and it was the man who won, Ryan. Incredible performance from him. That was just match one, of course, in here in the round one. We still have a lot more to go, and we're about to find out the next match in just a sec here. And a beautiful venue here for the Clean Wrestling Classic. I just love the stage. How about you, Fizzo? I mean, you've never seen anything kind of like this in terms of creativity. This is awesome. You got the little borderline around the TVs. You got the wonderful, of course, the flame. The way the stage even gives it its form, I should say. Just amazing.
This is a grand stage for all the people who deserve to stand on this. They come out of this stage to show themselves, and they'll probably be proud to come out of this and know, yeah, I stood on this. I stood on this, and I'm ready to kick ass.
I gotta love that, man. And now we're gonna be ready for another match. I don't know if I could take this, man. This first one was just incredible by itself, but we still gotta go through this entire first round.
Now we have our second match from Site B. It is GC Punk representing ERW, and he will be taking on Zoro Galloway's the man from AEW. Well, we know the clear underdog from this match, but how much will we see from this person known as GC Punk? Well, that's what we're here for. After an impressive first match, well, what are we here for? That's what we're here for. Competition. Let's see how much GC Punk has to offer against Zoro Galloway.
Seems to be straight to the point, already in his corner. He's ready to go. No, ERW watching, of course. Never mind, he's a little inconfident, but it happens. He's a little bit nervous. This is a great spot for him to kind of show what he has, his abilities, his talents. He can showcase that tonight here in this very ring.
But then again, his opponent is someone to not mess around with, and well, he's about to come out soon. It is, indeed, the man of a Claymore, Zoro Galloway, representing AEW. This man has held the AEW United States Championship for a lot of time, and now he's ready to show himself to the world of the Clean Wrestling Classic.
Here he comes. Zoro with his ringside manager, of course. Just a reminder, of course, I'm pretty sure we are going all the way through till about the, I'm assuming the quarterfinals, right, Fizzo?
Will only be round one matches, and tomorrow will be the entire rest of the bracket.
Ah, got you, okay. Then yes, lots, of course, on the line for the very first part. I'm pretty sure this is where most of the nerves are going to be at until you get to those later rounds. This is how you start off. Of course, can you keep it going, even get close to that finish line? To be the way they can show that, as now both being wished good luck by our fellow host here. The match underway. Gonna play this one a bit more passive than what we saw in that first match. Likes to play it defensively. A little bit of attempts to try to get in and jab here. Try to attempt to swing past. He exposes his back too much. Zoro makes him pay. Gets the first fall.
Yeah, trying a defensive tactic. Well, Zoro, well, even if it's a defensive tactic, he just pierces through it when he sees the opening, and he takes the opening and just swings him right round and sends them into the first fall.
Stakes are what you want to reduce in these type of matches with so much on the line. Now he decides to go outside of the ring. The first time we've actually seen someone pretty much go out here. See what they do. And oh, and again, Zoro taken out. It was GC who held on and was able to get a fall. It's 1-1.
GC got it. He got the first fall. Well, his lack of confidence may have just carried him off in the first fall, but now I think he kind of gained something. Well, is he gonna keep on fighting or just get Claymored away? Well, that's how it's gonna go. Wow, big surprise so far.
Now the clean's being given back here as we get ready. It's one apiece for both. Punk again on the apron now. Decides to go in, starts to attack very viciously and take it out. Zoro gets another fall. Oh my goodness.
Well, GC he might have stumbled that time, but he may have gone a bit more closer than that first attempt. Well, he may have a chance on the second fall to tie it, but then again, this is Zoro Galloway. Don't mess around with that man.
Yeah, just a bit of a change as well on his game plan. He decided to go in quickly on a rush instead of his typical passive aggressive type of attacking. A different combat. So again, if he's gonna do this, he's got to be really sure that he wants to strike at that moment. I feel like he kind of just forced it. Does that, we could see obviously Zoro picking up another fall here, which would give him the win.
And reminder, the winner of this will be facing RDW's Ryan Mega tomorrow night. So be on the lookout.
Now again, back over to the passive stance. No chase.
I mean,
this
he's
time.
trying what he got him the first fall. So let's see if Zoro falls into it again. But then again, he has intellect.
Gotta remember too, there is a time limit as well, so they have to fight. He knows this too. He's pushing up. He's just trying to pick his moments here, and I think we've kind of seen now that he is more of an outside. Or so he likes to fight better outside. That's where he wants to be at. Being inside this ring, it looks as though Zoro has the advantage. He's trying to bait him. Here we go, and it looks as though Zoro will get the win.
And our Night 2 match, first off, has been sealed. It will be Zoro Galloway against Ryan Mega, AEW versus RDW.
The one-man army for AEW will keep things moving. A vision, a dream, if you will continue to go through for him and his federation. Of course, we'll have to see if he can continue to survive here. Facing, of course, RDW, who does still have another participant if we do see Ryan fall short for whatever reason.
Well, that last fall, Zoro asserted his dominance in the ring, and he took advantage of it. And while played into the ropes with GC and just fell short, and while GC didn't, just fell through, and the Claymore sealed it all.
Again, though, a really good match, and I guess you could kind of call it a gentleman's sweep. He got a fall, almost got two. I feel like he exposed too much back, and obviously he paid for it. You can't do that when you're facing someone like Zoro Galloway, who's gonna make you pay. He wants those type of openings, and that's what happened. That's how we got that win.
And if we continue on this side, the next match will be the final match for the night for Side B. It will possibly be Chris Apoth against Anthony Edwards. However, XWE's Anthony Edwards is not here at the moment, so we could possibly switch to Side A for him.
Curious which this will be, of course, but yeah, it's like what you said. Obviously, both sides have some really matchups that we are still yet to see. Of course, one of them, Inception Gog against Jordan Saber Jr. That is going to be a fantastic match. You got, unfortunately, what we would have had wasn't for a forfeit. Danger Pain did sound pretty interesting. I don't know about you, Fizzle, but that one sounds pretty nice. You got Ashford. That one I don't on there either. So someone might have Here we
I
go.
believe that is Eddie Bryan.
Nope.
Well, speaking of RDW and Inception, God, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is RDW versus RPW. The first appearance for an RPW participant. And well, this is Inception GOG representing RDW. Well, quality improvements from GOG, but can you do something against the technical wizard, Jordan Saber Jr.?
Inception GOG. Now, obviously been on the map for a while, but now, of course, gonna face a very, very wonderful opponent. Someone that definitely match up to his talent as well. Try to see him come on out.
The former RPW IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Jordan Saber Jr. Reminder, he beat Brutal Damon for the championship back in Wrestle Kingdom 4. So, can he show another quality performance like that here? Well, you're supposed to bring it all here in the Clean Wrestling Classic. So, that's what we're about to see, probably. We're not sure. It's about the person making the least amount of mistakes. Well, let's see.
Seems we got a lot of people in here from our stream chat that are also inside the building. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Yeah, thank you so much for the subscriptions, you guys. Keep it up. Join the Bro Nation as we are about to get to 2,000 subscribers.
The man of infinite submissions. He's coming up now. Oh boy. A man to definitely fear. Just look at how much skill he has. Technical wizard. Just we're about to probably see a masterclass from Batman.
This one might be talked about for quite a while. Have to see what happens though. Again, it's all based off performances, how they're feeling on this very day. Sometimes you get the bad end of the stick. Sometimes you get, of course, the better end of the stick. And you never know. This is why it's great to be a spectator of the game, and of course, to see these two face off is just a phenomenon. A subscription from RDW Network, who is of course here participating in this event, and of course now watching as their participant Inception GOG facing on Jordan Saber Jr. You guys are watching this here for the Roblox Wrestling Classic on KiriCali, part of our series from Kiri Sports. The cleans being handed out here. Fellow host Chris will now let both sides know if they're ready. Both of them quickly respond to ring that bell and keep this match underway. The bell has rung. The crowd is excited. This is what we want to see, and already very close encounters. Both go down. It's a tie on the very first attempt for the first fall.
Quick first move from GOG, but taken into action from JSJ immediately. Well, this is what we came here to see. It's just quick actions and taking advantages. Well, let's continue.
Jordan Saber Jr. Able, of course, to keep things up with GOG, and and showcasing this one really could be an extremely close match. Already some jabs made by Jordan Saber Jr. What a swing, and we'll get the first fall of this match.
Just absolutely grabbed that mistake and just ripped it into halves as if it's just some kind of hyena eating its prey in the quickest of successions. Well, that's the technical wizard right here, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching a spectacle from that man.
So 1-0 for Jordan Saber Jr. And speaking of Saber, we have Ethan Saber, who did subscribe as well. Welcome to the stream, as now another fall has started. Jordan is the one down on health advantage as we see him outside of the ring, waiting for his time to strike, and goes for the rush. Inception Gog, try, no! What a clutch from Jordan Saber Jr.
This close. It was thin. It was really thin because God this time he collected himself. But Jordan Saber Jr. he said, no, you're not gonna do it like that. No. He grabbed that opportunity and fought back immediately. He has quick reaction times, as we are seeing right now. Let's see if he's gonna continue that into the first sweep of a tournament.
Match point, he could have the first sweep, as you've said. Jordan quickly jabs off of Gog. I think Gog also got a hit, probably not as much. Can't see the health bars, but now already right on top of the head, and he does deal heavy damage. Gog again has health advantage. Oh, just missed the swing. I think we got a counter, and he gets the tie.
Barely. Gog missed that part, and if he didn't miss, he could have gotten the fall. But, well, he missed it, and he was paid the price. And that's what Jordan Saber did. Immediately paid the price. Make him pay. And, well, that's what he did.
The bell rings again. Jordan. We were looking at the feed for a second. Oh my goodness, Jordan. Oh, what a fall, and gets the first sweep.
It's over. Immediately, just... It was... I don't know what to say about just what Jordan Saber has done to Inception Gog. Just... Wow.
Absolutely
Wow.
speechless. That is how you do it. That is incredible. He was clearly prepared for this matchup, and he just shined. The technical wizard prevails and advances to the next round. We'll see him tomorrow, starting off at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Do not miss out for day 2. But of course, we still have lots more round 1 matches. Look at him eyeing that belt that he so desires. That vision will continue to grow. See if it lasts.
And tomorrow night, in the edition of our round tournament matches, well, there will be a Fatal 4-Way match to earn 1K Robux. Who will win from that? Well, we're going to find out tomorrow. So, stay tuned for that.
So Zoro beating GC Punk. We have, of course, Ryan Mega beating Mike Morton. Of course, they will both face each other in a quarterfinal matchup. Also have, still left anyway, have a man who is sitting right next to us here. Commentary, Fizzo mark out against Margis. Also have
Oh no, that's Austin Dane. Austin Dane has forfeited last night, which means I have moved into the next round.
So you have advanced as well.
Yeah, I have advanced, which leaves the possibility for a brother versus brother for Chris Apoth against Anthony Edwards. But we need to find out soon. How's it gonna go?
amount of people either have forfeited or we have seen, of course, them just not be able to show up today. So it also would count on as that. That's unfortunate, but again, this type of they happen. It's scheduling issues. There's so many different time zones. We're looking at a very international entertainment. So there is going to be a little bit of an intermission, you guys. So stay tuned with us as we wait along with you. Get anything you need still. If you got to get some more water or any of your drink, sure to get some. Get your snacks on. Use the restroom. Do what you got to do. We're still going to be here. Do not go anywhere. We'll have some round 1 matchups for you. As, of course, we will be the ones covering it. So we'll go ahead and what else we can really talk about. Obviously, throughout all this, we just due to scheduling issues, we did miss out on Roblox WWE's Friday Night SmackDown. We will be back, of course, for the next Friday for that. Of course, we will be there for Monday for Night Raw, Roblox WWE, our fellow federation that we do stream for. Not miss out, you guys. We do that every single main show, and of course the pay-per-views as well. Speaking of which, still yet to be determined the date, but our next pay-per-view event will be Money in the Bank. Do not miss out. Could be looking at a cash-in from anywhere throughout that event. Whoever ends up winning those cases. Always a spectacular one. We have lots of stuff in store. I can't say too much because I want it to be a surprise. You are gonna love it though. Absolutely gonna love it. Then, of course, next week, we still also have some animated wrestling action for you guys from GCW. We're gonna get some. Be sure to tune in, of course, on Tuesdays and on Thursdays. I'm pretty sure on Tuesdays it does start off at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That would be, I think, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. It's one of the two. And for Thursday, around the same time as well. Later on next week, we also have, of course, the OFL Season 28 Victory Bowl, the biggest event in Rose Sports as overall, so to speak. Last record, we did hit 1.3 thousand viewers, and we are looking to break that record here for this season. So again, be sure to tune in for that one. That will be live on my Twitch channel, same as my YouTube, KiriCali. I also have a link as well somewhere in my YouTube channel if you check it out. And then what else do we have? We have the AFL Super Bowl, which will be sometime next week as well. No date for that yet. Just know next week we are going to be very, very busy. It means a lot of action for you guys to witness. You guys get a little tour here of the wonderful stadium, the wonderful venue we have for the Clean Wrestling Classic Tournament.
Just look at the production. It's just stunning. Just this production is just really stunning, and obviously it's taking the aspect of clean into another level that we've never ever seen before, and probably won't ever see again for a bit of time.
There's a wonderful belt that someone will win tomorrow in the evening, of course. Look at that. The side plates, the main plate itself, everything. Absolutely wonderful. It would be an absolute honor to whoever wins this one. See the design, all the details. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful gym. Here's our
Just as we
host.
take and as we actually like take a look on this title, the one of the sponsors for this event, the Raw Culture Wrestling Twitter, this was their 1000th belt that they created for this entire event, which is a fact that you should know.
I mean, seeing how their media works, it's great stuff. Of course, yeah, like you talked about the belts. The belts have always been something grand from them. See how they're still continuing this tradition. Absolutely wonderful. And now creating a new one with this amazing event. Yo. Yeah, what else do we still have? Of course, look here. Would like to mention as well, alongside. Oh, what's up, man?
Hey, so we're currently in intermission. We're sorting out our next set of matches.
Oh, gotcha.
We have some interesting scenarios that are currently up, and we're just doing some sorting out. This is also in regards to some participants who are currently missing or MIA. We're gonna see what happens. So, how's everything? Everyone doing?
I think we've done pretty well so far. We love what we're seeing. Matches have been spectacular. Of course, the introduction also up there. This has been a good event so far.
And I've also had fun doing all the technical work.
Yeah, man, you're pretty much doing my job here with the cameras. I love it. You know, I don't gotta touch no WASD or nothing. It's amazing.
It'd be a pain, but it's just a whole nother experience. Really fun to play around with as well.
Oh yeah,
So, yeah,
I'm sure.
So I got some more stuff to sort out. See you guys soon.
All right, man. Thank you so much for coming through here on the commentary with us for a second.
No problem.
All right. So you guys heard the updates. Now, it's a bit of a waiting game, but thank you all so much for those that have been very patient and have stuck with us here for the hour and 52 minutes, close to 2 hours now, that we've been streaming here for the Clean Wrestling Classic.
Of course, we've had matches from many calibers and just levels. So far, we've just experienced something you typically not really see in a regular event, and so far this has just been doing what it's been expected from, maybe even better outperforming from what we've been expecting.
Yeah, I think it's definitely came up to its standards, I guess. Best way to put it. They have really gone up and beyond. Now, going to keep on going and outdoing themselves here in this wonderful event. Again, still day one. Definitely see us here for day two at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Do not miss out, of course. Try to get some promo for that as well at the end of day.
And, of course, from what we know, um, for tomorrow, so far, we have Ryan Omega taking on Zoro Galloway, AEW against RDW, and we will be having, so far, D-Pain against Jordan Saber Jr. tomorrow night, which is a surprise from what we've seen, as from the possibility that it will be RPW versus RPW. Two, two participants from the same federation may go against each other tomorrow.
No, it's always going to be a tough one for you, as well, of course you would want both to kind of get a little more further into it, or could even see I guess, a final between representatives. But yeah, that will not be the case. Of course, face off, and one can represent their federation. We'll have to see who it is.
Obviously, it's not good news from the federation owner because, you know, um, it won't be really good news when you know that you're forced to have one of your participants be shaved down to into one instead of two, which drastically lowers down your chances. You know, out of all the federations that have competed, of course, the federations with highest amount of participants have the highest chances of winning because the participants count. Um, Obviously, the one man federations have the lowest chances because it's only one person representing them instead of like two or three. So, it's not good news to wake up to as a federation owner for whoever has decided to represent their federation here.
Again, sorry you guys for the wait. We're still waiting, of course, for everything to be set up for the next couple of matches. And of course, we'll get an announcement.
And from the looks of it, we might. Yep, we are resuming, ladies and gentlemen. So sit back now, relax, and prepare for the next batch of matches for what has been an impressive tournament. Let's see who will continue fighting on and who will fall down in the Clean Wrestling Classic.
So the crowd's excited, of course, as they should be. Be seeing another match soon.
Listen to the crowd here. They are ready to see this next match.
The crowd is hyping alive. I mean, jeez, dude.
Speaking of alive, happy to have you back with us, man.
Yeah, apologies. Some things, had to do some things around the house. But we're definitely back in action, and we'll see what we got next. Before I left, we had Ryan Mega versus Mike Morton. I just want to ask, how exactly did that match go? How did that take part?
Oh, man, it was easily one of the closest matches. Of course, we saw Ryan Mega win that one.
Ooh,
Morton came a little close, but just... I think honestly it could have been just lag, but he exposed his back too much, and obviously Mega took advantage and able to get that win.
Unfortunate, but we have other matches on the way, so we can't just call that one and dwell on that loss, as we will see many others. Oh, wait a minute!
But now,
oh, here he comes,
but
the
now.
fan favorite of the tournament, current RWA champion, the man himself, Chris Apoth, known as the Archer, representing the Fed, RPW, Revolutionary Pro Wrestling.
However, we don't have Anthony Edwards here, I believe. So
seems like they'll have to switch around the card a little bit.
We might have someone to replace him now, or well, we're gonna find out how it goes. But well, whoever wins this match will be facing me tomorrow.
Yes, winner of this match faces you, Fizzo. As we wait on Chris here.
And here he is.
There he is, making us wait for it a little bit. I see. Making us anticipate a little bit. Oh, never mind. He just didn't hear the audio. Damn.
That's unfortunate.
I was trying to cover for him. I was in whispers. I had to tell him when the drop was, and he didn't hear the audio. I was gonna cover for him, but yeah, he couldn't hear the drop.
Well, probably the hottest name in the entirety of Raw Wrestling right now. Well, let's see what he got. Will he do something? Will he do something as unbelievable as Jordan Saber Jr., or will he put on probably one of the closer matches in the card? Well, you know, this is a Clean Wrestling Classic. You don't know what's gonna happen because you're always on your toe. Well, stay tuned for this match coming up.
While we wait on Chris's opponent, I just want to take a little shout out to remind everyone day 1 of the Clean Wrestling, because we have day 2 tomorrow, which will be an earlier time.
Boy.
But back to the action. Here comes the current XWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Animal, Matt Tista, who has been on a hot streak recently, as I heard he is undefeated in XWE territory with a surprising record of over 21-0. There he is, the Animal, Matt Tista. You want to talk about pure sheer dominance that came out of nowhere? The aggression of this young star. He has been absolutely dominant as of recently.
And unfortunate words from Chris right here. Well, you get what you pay for. You won the RWA Championship.
Doesn't seem to be too confident about fighting Matt Ashford. I don't think anyone would. Attention, possibly top 3 at the moment in the entire community. But Chris is also the RWA champion. We have to remember both of these men are equally accomplished in their own right, and this will definitely be a battle of styles. Matt Ashford being the aggressor, Chris Apoth being the more passive and not so aggressive partaker in this scene.
Two RWA champions standing in front of
Matt,
each other.
a former RWA champion. 2 people who are arguably in their prime as we will see if they can live up to the circumstances and the hype of this tournament, and I believe this match will definitely be one of the most memorable entire time.
And it's all about less amount of mistakes made to win the match. That's been the case for the past couple of matches we've witnessed, and I'm pretty sure it will happen again here for this on paper.
As we wait for the opening bell, Matt and Chris in their respective corners getting ready to produce what could possibly be one of the most amazing matches we'll see tonight, or it could be a one-sided sweep, we're not sure. Both of these two completely different styles. As you see the leader of the event getting ready to make sure both participants are ready.
They look ready to go. Now we wait for that bell to ring and we would be
Once
underway.
that bell rings, it is going to be complete guerrilla warfare. There it is, the first start of the bell. Both men circling. Chris looking to use some leverage using the ropes.
Center of the ring, both of them waiting for their moment to strike.
Ooh.
They found it. Matt Ashford already quickly rushing
For
through.
dominance, like I said, Chris seems to be a little too passive, a little too comfortable in that ring. Matt Ashford trying to get him out of his
zone. My goodness! Oh!
Gosh, and a green HP. What a way to kick off. Matt Ashford trying to set the pace for this match early on. Seems Chris is a little too passive, a little too comfortable.
What a start for Matt Ashford. Really took it off. And now he's about to start up another fall with that type of momentum. They're looking very great for him here.
Chris Apoth, unfortunately, on the receiving end of that momentum for Matt Ashford, but we've learned not to count Chris out as he won the RWA Championship in clutch fashion. We will see if he can do the same here as he is down by one fall, if he can tie it up 1-1.
The past couple of matches, so he likes that pressure of being down a couple of falls and been able to win it. So if that's the case here.
Yeah.
That'd be something to watch for him to do it again.
Jeez. These two are absolute gladiators.
And would you look at the most unfortunate situation? Anthony Edwards has just joined the game.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Chris could have gotten that opponent that he feels really confident against, but instead he is fighting off against someone who is well known and well established in the community, Matt Ashford. Matt now and Chris. Chris looking a little more aggressive here, but that aggression might not play out as well for him. And ooh!
And Matt Ashford. Oh! What? Again, loves to thrive under a fall.
Chris loves the pressure. He thrives off of the pressure.
Oh my lord!
What did we just see? What did we just see? He thrives off of pressure. Pressure is his new middle name.
Clean Wrestling Classic, Clutchamania, runs in the blood of Chris Apoth. Oh,
Spring Stampede, Wrestling Classic. It doesn't matter what platform you put him on, what conditions, he will outshow and shine. Jeez.
What did we just witness? What did we just witness? I cannot believe what I just saw.
I knew clutching was in his blood because he's an Apoth, but I didn't think it was that prevalent. God.
1-1 now after that one.
Oof, that was both starting off in two different ways. Matt with dominance, Chris with the clutching ability. This should be interesting.
Here we go. Oh my goodness! A quick
timed hits. It's all about timing. It's all about timing.
What an amazing hit there from Matt Ashford. That was so quick.
2-1 Matt Ashford. Jeez.
Outpaced. That's what I could say.
Yeah, Chris was definitely outpaced. Not looking too good. Looks like this will be who you're facing next, Fizzo. So far, but of course we've learned not to count Chris Apoth out just yet.
Don't count him out. After what we just witnessed in the first fall, well, he could do something. But he needs to act up immediately, or else he's going to get eaten alive in probably one of the shocking tournament events.
Batista and Chris Apoth, a little bit of a standoff here. I think Chris was given an extra player D-lag. I think that's what the little standoff bit was for. And there's a third bell in this matchup.
Here we go.
The way Matt Tista moves, it's so well calculated, but Chris Apoth seeing through it. He knows him, reading him like a textbook right now. Like a book with no words, just pictures. Chris is on him right now.
And he get this one, and already down low.
Good for him,
Ashford's in trouble.
Oh!
He's tied it up.
1
Again.
HP in a dream. That is what we call 1 HP in a dream.
Wow. It happened on one side, it happens on the other side. Well,
like we said, these two know what they're doing. They're two well-decorated, well-established superstars, and they weren't established because of mainly accomplishments. It's the skill set that they both have. Two different playing styles from two different fields. It's just crazy to be able to witness this. These two go head-to-head on a live stream, on a live pay-per-view. This is absolutely crazy.
Ashford not only still keeping his lead, he'll pull off the win here if he gets this fall.
someone's going to reach the finishing line. And, well, Matt's close to it.
Chris down by 1. Matt Ashford now. Chris, some good damage.
Immediately.
Oh, but it's right back in return. He gets it. He gets it.
Oh.
Hit for hit.
What happened?
Oh, it looks like a little bit of disagreement with screen difference here. I think Chris might have seen something else on his end.
I think.
We're going to have to take a look. Of course, we'll show on the replay for now.
I believe they are reviewing the footage to see what happened exactly, because this was kind of an unusual way to end up. Really, well, let's see.
Yeah, reviewing the clip here. They did say earlier, they announced that if there is a call that one wrestler makes, they'll review the clip and come to a decision. If judges and a board of directors that they have looking at the clip, reviewing it. So just sit tight as we try and get this situated for us.
If it, of course, gets put back, we would see Ashford winning this match, but try to look again at the play, and I'm telling you, it's looks a little too close to call. I don't really call it.
I'm looking at the replay. All I can make out is ran into fake out, got behind his back, and Chris keep up with the speed, and that's how Matt managed to get it behind his back and get the kill.
Yeah, it was just a really good hurdle right over, which of course he goes right onto the side of Chris and hit that ball. No freezing throughout any of that there, so kind of tough to call then win here for Ashford. My opinion anyway.
I believe it looks like that so much. Well,
as much as I'd love to say Chris could take the victory out of pure bias, unfortunately, that hit looked really well placed hit by Matt Ashford.
Well, we're gonna find out. What will be the call for Chris Knight?
Wait now for the official. Go ahead and give us a decision here.
Seems like the officials are a little indecisive.
All right, we're close to the verdict.
show the replay. So just in case, but yeah, just basing a look off of that, really can't see any of that in this. Like a very clean, good wraparound.
Yeah, extremely good wraparound from Ashford is what I was saying earlier. Mental, the more passive, not the more aggressive. It's just hard to call, you know.
Yeah, I think.
Hello.
Hey,
Oh, hey, what's
Hi.
up?
So we were able to get another angle of it.
Okay.
From another angle, it actually did appear. The clean did clip through Matista, but there was no damage that was done. We sent you a clip, KiriCali. If you check the 7th second, you can notice that the clean is making contact, but there's no change in the health of Matista during the time.
go ahead and take a look at this here.
We might have to consider it as a redo because there's a number of noticeable moments. We might have to consider it as a redo because there's a number of noticeable moments. Okay, sure thing. Yeah, there's a delay. The cleans have a delay.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a delay. The cleans have a delay.
So let's go back over and take a look at. On this angle here. That is a tough one.
Yeah, we're testing the cleans live. There's actually a delay currently from testing. It's around a second average. Test the cleans live. There's actually a delay currently from testing. It's around a second average.
Just assuming though that it did look more so just of a latency. There's not really. I don't really know the guidelines for here. Other situations like these, as though that was more. We didn't see any free.
Yeah, that's the thing we're considering. We might, I think, for this sake of fair play and all that, we might have to just consider doing a redo because testing it live right now, there is a slight delay. It kind of supports the argument of Chris Apoth, and still, if we were to redo the fall, Matista is still in the lead, so it's more in his advantage.
Yeah,
I think that would be a safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Redo it, definitely.
Yeah, we do.
I think that would be a safe.
All right, so redo is called. We will see them back here. Now, again, still match point here for Matt Ashford. Chris has a chance here. Got to come. So, waiting now to start off this match once again.
Both men jumping around, and there's the bell. Fourth bell in this matchup.
Already, both of them very close.
And
And Matt Ashford does it.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter.
Batista bomb puts away Chris Apoth.
Well,
XWE advances. Unfortunate for Chris, though, his opponent showed up late, so he had to be put against Batista, who's also an XWE representative, like his original opponent, Anthony. Tough luck.
well, that seals all the matches for Side B. And tomorrow's quarterfinals from Side B will be Zoro Galloway against Ryan Mega, and yours truly, Fizo Markout against Batista.
Well, Fizzo, while you're here, how do you feel about fighting Matt Batista after what you just saw he did to Chris Apoth?
Well, it's gonna be a tough challenge and really tough.
Obviously, yeah. You think you got a chance walking in that ring?
Well,
You don't sound too confident.
I don't want to count myself up. I don't wanna
Okay.
count myself up.
Okay. Of course not. Of course not.
Great time. We're heading back.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Wow.
The only-
What a way. What a
The only
match.
thing is, well, that's Side B sealed for now. The quarterfinals for Side B has been sealed, and we're close to finishing up and patching out Side A.
Friday. About to close off as well once we get through matches again. Don't forget, we still have day 2 tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Not want to miss the closing part of this Clean Wrestling Classic. So here on day 1, now for Side A, finish off. Well, guys here now. Wait for the next match. Oh, still waiting, of course. Oh, and right when I said that, we're about to see this next match. But if you two don't mind, I gotta quickly be for good, like, to 5 minutes. If that's okay. So yeah, if you guys could cover up for the commentary for now, I'll get back.
Yeah, alright.
Highly appreciate.
That's fine. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Get to see some Fizzo and Sean Apoth chemistry here for commentary. So yeah. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Those in the chat, I'll be right back. But again, thanks to such wonderful technology here from Wrestling Classic, you guys will still have some good angles. So again, props to J Productions. All right, be right back.
All right, you're good. As we wait for the round 2 to begin, Kiri, as he just said, is be right back. The production for this event has been absolutely crazy. And I mean, if you missed it earlier, hopefully you'll be able to see the replay of the show, where they had an amazing cinematic intro, where all of the superstars who were competing came out and they had custom-made introductions for themselves. This is all being done by the J Productions team. So all of the what's the word I'm looking for? All of the credits and all of the recognition should go to the J Productions team, as they have made the arena, the LEDs, and everything. The reason this event is possible is because of J Productions, and we would love to just give a quick shout out to J Productions and KiriCali. Oh, wait a minute. Enough said. Here comes the ace of RPW. D-Pain, the ace of RPW, well known in the community, well known and respected Pro Wrestling legend. Making his way down to the ring, the crowd is feeling him. D-Pain considers himself an underrated star in the Pro Wrestling community, as he is not seen in many people's top 5s. When you think of the top 5 of this new generation, D-Pain does not appreciate the fact that he is not in it, so I guess we could see D-Pain definitely feels like he has a lot to prove tonight in this event.
RPW's representative.
Yes, alongside Chris Apoth, who unfortunately took a hard loss to Matt Tista. We'll see if Dewey, D-Pain, D-Wayne, whatever you know him as, the Ace, Mr. Adrenaline, Mr. ORW, VCW, whatever you know him as, all names go to the side tonight, as tonight we just get D-Pain, the Ace from RPW, who looks to prove why he still believes he has it in him and he is still should be in people's top 5. Dewey is a very confident man in his skills and abilities. A wrestler who's been here for a long time, well respected by many, well known by many. We'll see if Dewey can definitely keep up with the pace as we look to see who he faces tonight. Now, Fizzle, I'm not sure if you've ever shared a ring with D-Pain, but what are your opinions on the guy?
I've shared a ring with D-Pain, and he has his own aura, but when you just see him enter the ring, it's unmatched. And well, you see that just spread out during the match, and you try to fight him and just try your best, because
D-Pain, the confidence. Sorry to interrupt you, the confidence.
Yeah, he just pushes you to your absolute best. So
agreed.
He has great entertainment. Now, supposedly he was scheduled to fight against Danny Owens from Arm Wrestling. However, well, unfortunately, no one from Arm Wrestling is here, so we're about to find out who will be replacing.
Well, we'll see. Danny Owens could not make it, representing Arm Wrestling, owned by Kai Andrews. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a
second.
Is it?
Owens, is it? Is it?
But he's not.
Who's not here? Who's this? That's weird. I could have sworn Danny's not on the player list. Unless he changed his name.
Well,
the officials for the event in the ring now looks like they're going to inform us of something, possibly Danny not being here, as we told you earlier.
This seems unfortunate.
Taganese, alright. Unfortunately. Well, that is unfortunate indeed. Well, 10 count rule in place here. Let me actually DM Danny. I don't want him to miss out. I don't think he's not online. Yeah, Engine's not online. I'm trying to DM him. He's not online. Yeah, looks like looks like D Pain's gonna advance.
Here comes the 10 count.
Here comes the 10 count.
That's not why we are here. That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate for Danny indeed, but very fortunate for Dewey as he gets a free pass to advance on to the next round. Good for him. On the count of 5 now. No presence of Danny Owens yet. Seems like Dewey will be getting a free pass to the next round. And there it is. There it is. The ace.
That's it.
The ace gets to advance. Fortunate for D-Pain, unfortunate for Danny.
Free ticket to round 2, that's what he got.
Free ticket to round 2. Winner by forfeit. RPW, one of their guys got knocked out, but one of them advanced. That is unfortunate, most unfortunate. The confidence oozing off of Dewey, already claiming himself as the self-proclaimed America's favorite Raw wrestler.
However, from the looks of it, if by chance he defeats his opponent in quarterfinals and Jordan Saber Jr. wins his quarterfinals match, we will have our first match where it's 2 people from the same federation.
That could be interesting. Jordan Saber Jr. also a big name, well-renowned superstar for his talents.
And a reminder, he so far has gotten the first sweep of a night, and so far the only sweep of a night against Inception GOG, putting on probably one of the biggest spectacles of a performance that I've ever seen. And well, it might be Jordan Saber Jr. to the finals.
So far,
we're gonna find out.
Dewey here, not even breaking a sweat, leaving the ring with oozing confidence. Oh?
Wait a second.
What is? What is this?
That's Anthony Edwards, I think.
Anthony Edwards, the XWE rep, who was supposed to fight Chris Apoth earlier, looks like he's stepping up to the ace. Anthony Edwards, the former XWE World Heavyweight Champion, shared the ring along myself and Cody Ballard at XWE WrestleMania. I forgot which one, but he won in a triple threat against myself and Cody Ballard, the former World Heavyweight Champion, now looking to walk down the ramp and possibly talk the ace back down to reality and get him off of his cloud 9. Anthony Edwards now marching. Dewey just staring him down, not moving an inch. Officials in the ring now.
I think it is what I think it is.
It definitely looks like D-Pain and Anthony Edwards could go bar for bar. It's an hit for hit, if you will.
I guess so.
If you're just joining the stream, KiriCali is currently be right back doing something. So me, myself, Sean Apoth, and Fizzo Markout, also known as Fizzo Apoth, are taking over the stream for Kiri. If you're joining, thank you for joining along. You're now witnessing the Clean Wrestling Classic being hosted by J Productions. All the pyrotechnics and all of the stuff that you see has been hosted by J Productions. If they've put on this spectacle of an event, so if you're just now tuning in, you're just now joining. And so what we could see earlier, D-Pain, Dewey, was supposed to fight Danny Owens, but he couldn't show up. So now Zimba has marched down to the ring as he also missed his first tournament match. And it seems like we will have the Ace versus Anthony Edwards here.
From the looks of it, if Anthony Edwards wins this by automatic forfeit, it will be D-Pain against Anthony Edwards.
Dewey now marching around the ring. The crowd now counting down, but not in English, Spanish. It's interesting. And there's a 10 count. We'll only see what that has to hold for us, as they did a 10 count. I'd assume that was one more chance for Danny to get into the arena.
Well, the two competitors from XWE continue. One of them was probably a hard effort, and the other one was just zero effort. And from the looks of it,
Jeez, Eddie Ballard. Goddamn.
Eddie
Bryan. Apologies. Eddie Bryan could not make the event, and it seems like Dewey and Anthony Edwards both get a free spot here as they're both advancing.
Which means both of them will be facing each other in the following round of the quarterfinals.
And if you're wondering why he's saying tomorrow, this is day 1 of the Clean Wrestling Classic. Tomorrow will be day 2, which is supposedly supposed to be at 1 p.m. EST.
And from the looks of it, we also have one final match. And from the looks of it, it might also be from the go out of the 10 count rule. Ashford on against Aaron Andrews, and Aaron Andrews is not here. Well,
jeez, a lot of people advancing. Oh, could we have someone else joining them in the ring?
And that will be Ashford Abaddon.
This sounds like Ashford Abaddon making his way down to the ring. Notorious Fed owner owned a Fed called RWW for a little bit.
Making probably one of the biggest shockers of SCW, defeating the Italian Dream. Yes, the Italian Dream for the SCW R1 Division Championship.
Anthony looking to get his name out there more as he just recently began going to nations. He will join Anthony Edwards and D-Pain in the same ring. We'll see how this will Aaron also missing in attendance. Seems like Asher abandoned definitely advance if they do get this 10 count out the way.
Asher just enjoying himself. He knows, well, he already knows that it's over.
Well, Fizzle, these are the people joining you in the next round. Oh,
Good luck to them. Just
best of luck indeed.
and unfortunately, like this, day one has concluded.
The eliminator matches are taken care of. That seems to be it for today.
And well,
Big money matches in round. That seems to be the end of the round one elimination. Absolutely amazing pay-per-view put on by J Productions. Once again, everything you see, pyrotechnics, design, everything that you've seen and you've witnessed has been made by J Productions. I believe they definitely deserve all of the credit, all of the bragging rights when it comes to putting on such an amazing spectacle of an event for the Pro Wrestling community, showing we are still here and we are still kicking. Even if you do say we are about to be in our coffin and be dead soon, we're still going to go down kicking. And this event was definitely one of the spectacles that can definitely prove to everyone Pro Wrestling is still alive and is still doing fairly well for itself.
Yes, sir. That's said by the one and only Sean Apoth. Again, I do apologize. Missed the whole match.
Good.
But,
Actually, there was no matches. So here's what happened. You had D Payne. He was supposed to face off against who again, Fizzo? Face off against I forgot
Danny
who.
Owens.
Yes, against Danny Owens. Danny couldn't make it. They did a 10 count. Dewey, his opponent, wasn't here, so we advanced to the next round. Then it was supposed to be Anthony Edwards taking on, I believe, who was he supposed to take on?
Eddie Bryan.
Yes, Eddie Bryan. Eddie Bryan did not make it, unfortunately, as well. So Anthony Edwards got a free pass, but that is not all. Asher Ben was supposed to take on Aaron Andrews. Aaron Andrews did not make it. They did 10 counts for each of the men. Each of these men got to advance to the second round. Eliminations for round one have concluded.
oh, that's
Well, that's unfortunate.
yeah, it is. But you know that is going to be the case. But again, now that closing down on this tournament, who's going to make it on top? Who's going to win the Roblox? Who's going to win the championship? Find all that tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Give again a special thanks to our special guest commentators, and which you will see them as well tomorrow, as long as everything goes well. And thank you all so much for coming through. Any last words for you?
Fizzle, you want to go first?
Well, how do you end an event like this?
How do you end an
Well,
event like this?
do
Go
you-
ahead, Fizzle.
How? Just
How? Why don't you show us how, Fizzle?
Well, to be fair, to be honest, this is proof, living proof that this is the limit. This is how much we can push for clean wrestling. And if we keep on like this will be the new normal. But now, this is the new outstanding. At this point, it's just unbelievable. But by that time in the future, that unbelievable will be the routine. And well, stay tuned for that future. But now, we're still in the present, so. Present
I don't
is longer
think
than
it.
the future.
I don't think it could have been said any better. Fizzle hit the nail on the head. So, what I want to say, while Fizzle absolutely nailed what this event means to the Pro Wrestling community, I just make sure you follow me on Twitter at Tay Senpai, at TAYESEMPAI. That's at Tay Senpai. And we appreciate you tuning into the stream. And I appreciate KiriCali for having me and Fizzo along on the stream. I think I speak for both of us. This was definitely an experience that we can remember for a long while to come. I think this is for both of us our first time commentating over a live stream pay-per-view. And we appreciate Kiri and J Productions for putting on such a beautiful, monumentous event that means so much to the heart and the spirit and the home of pro wrestling. And we thank you all for tuning in today. KiriCali, once again, big ups to you, my guy. And we hope to see you all come once again at day 2 of the Pro Wrestling Classic, which should be tomorrow at, like he said, 1 p.m. EST. Hopefully there are not as many setbacks as this time. But once again, thank you all so much. It means so much to Kiri. And I hope you all have a blessed night and a damn good one.
As well. Thank you so much. And again, we'll see you all next time. Peace. Hope you enjoy.